the rise and fall of Subway. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Entrepreneur Pod. Subway, the largest fast food chain in the US and in the world, first opened in the 1960s and quickly expanded in the following decades. In the past few years, Subway restaurants have been dealing with growing pains, declining sales, and a public relations issue with legal troubles for Jared Fogle, its former spokesman. As a result, the sandwich company has been closing hundreds of stores all over the US for the past few years. Here's how the leading food franchise started and failed. Number 1. The first Subway was actually called Pete's Super Submarines. Peter Buck, a nuclear physicist, and Fred DeLuca, a college student, opened Pete's Super Submarines in 1965 in Bridgeport, Connecticut. On the first day, the shop sold 312 sandwiches, each costing less than $1. In 1968, the two founders rebranded the shop and called it Subway. By 1974, the company had 16 shops throughout Connecticut.
Fred came to me and said, "Hey Pete, what can I do so I can get some money so I can go to college?"
And he said, "You should open a submarine sandwich shop."
Number 2. By 1981, Subway had 200 locations across the US, with 100 more opening the following year. At the time, the chain was known for its BMT, which was marketed as the biggest, meatiest, tastiest sandwich in its snack, which eventually became the 6-inch sandwich we know today. But the chain's fast-rising rivals like Chipotle Mexican Grill and Firehouse Subs are beating Subway at the game it helped create, offering seemingly fresher, healthier, build-your-own meals. Number 3. It was relatively easy to buy a Subway franchise, so the company easily grew throughout the 80s and 90s. Subway is one of the cheapest brands to franchise, with startup costs of $116,000 to $263,000 to open a Subway. For comparison, it costs between $1 million and $2.2 million to open a McDonald's. As a result, Subway expanded quickly both in the US and overseas. With 43,945 sandwich shops in 110 countries, Subway has become the world's most ubiquitous restaurant chain, posting armies of sandwich artists and more American outposts than McDonald's and Starbucks combined. Number 4. Subway marketed itself as a healthier alternative. In the 19s and early 2000s, weight and health became more of a priority for many Americans. So Subway marketed itself as a healthier alternative. Though Subway always marketed itself as a healthy fast food option, the company emphasized its health advantages as the country became increasingly diet-focused. In 1997, Subway released a campaign that advertised its 7 low-fat sandwiches and compared them with other fast food chains' burgers and tacos. By tapping into many American priorities, Subway became the largest restaurant chain by number of locations in the US, passing McDonald's in 2002.
This oven-roasted chicken breast sandwich at Subway restaurants. It has 5 grams of fat. This is real chicken, with fresh veggies and freshly baked bread.
Number 5. In 2014, Subway sales started to drop. In 2014, Subway sales declined by 3%, and competition from chains like McDonald's, Jimmy John's, Potbelly, and Panera didn't help. On the surface, it appears that Subway is falling victim to the same issues that are plaguing other fast food chains. Namely, younger diners are headed to fast casual restaurants like Chipotle and Panera Bread, and Subway just can't find a way to keep up. The reason for declining foot traffic seems simple enough. The product and service at Subway's locations has suffered significantly in recent years, and other sandwich chains are simply doing it better. Number 6. Franchise complaints. Subway got too big too fast. Instead of focusing on one location, the company focused on a restaurant count. As a result, restaurants opened within blocks of one another, creating competition within the same company. I feel their concerns 10 years ago were just opening up locations. A franchise with 2 locations told Business Insider in 2017. DeLuca, one of Subway's founders, was obsessed with having the most locations, and he achieved it. "We had people open up on all sides of us," the franchise said. That was definitely a problem. Number 7. Fresh competition. Subway holds a reputation as a healthier lunch spot, although it also sells a foot-long Big Philly cheesesteak packing 1,000 calories, twice as much as a Big Mac. This has helped it torpedo fast food rivals, even 15 years after first tapping Jared Fogle with his tale of sub-aided weight loss as its spokesman and the Subway guy. But even with its vegetarian-friendly menu, Subway has struggled to maintain its healthy image. Consumer surveys by Technomic found Subway's food taste, flavor, and visual appears sagged among American respondents over the past year. Number 8. Underpaying workers. In 2019, the Fair Work Ombudsman found that 17 Australian-based Subway franchises had underpaid workers. The lengthy investigation by the Ombudsman specifically found that franchise failed to pay the employees minimum wages, casual loadings, holiday, and overtime rates, and did not issue proper pay slips or keep proper employment records. The investigation resulted in over $81,000 being recovered in unpaid wages for over 160 employees. Subway responded by introducing a rolling audit of franchisee employment records and commented that franchise agreements could be terminated if franchisees failed to meet Australian workplace laws and Subway's internal standards of operations. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the next 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.